This digital acceleration agenda for the East African community targets over 350 million ES population into a single communication space. Despite efforts to remove trade barriers within the EAC region, the differing communication regulations continue to stampede seamless flow of services.
But the major challenges that we have been facing was that people are, yes, moving freely, but their services are not moving. So acceleration of the regional integration through digital is going to cause a serious impact. Today we are 8 countries, people are moving left and right, trade is increasing, so it's better that we also focus on how can we use technology to accelerate the integration of the regional agenda. And here we are now focusing on the free roaming, whereby you are now able, at the end of this discussion, we are now looking at how are we going to harmonize the data roaming. Because most of these days people have to chat, people want to communicate back home using WhatsApp, using other social medias, but that means now we have to see what are the regulations. How can we enable communication between our partner states, people moving from one country to another, to have the quality services through communication.
The initiative puts in place structures that will enable one to stay connected to the internet and use data-driven applications unimpeded. So there are discussions on internet penetration and expanding broadband infrastructure for the East African region.
I would really like to appreciate the East African community efforts to harmonize the digital divide within the region. In the Regional Communication Infrastructure Program, we have implemented over 21,000 kilometers of fiber, and the upcoming project of Uganda Digital Acceleration Project, we are looking forward to implement even bigger. So we shall have a very big internet coverage of the country. But currently, most of the MDAs, the ministries, departments and agencies are onboarded onto the NITA-U network. The biggest portion of adults in Uganda right now are able to use smart devices, which is the biggest population now. The youths, if you look at social media utilization in Uganda right now, it is very, very high. Why? Because there is internet accessibility. We are trying to have a flat cost all through the East African region, because if we can easily be identified from the region, then why can't we trade easily all around the region? And this is through the digital implementations that we're trying to put in place.
As discussions on internet penetration and expanding broadband infrastructure continue to shape Uganda and the broader East African region, the journey towards digital inclusivity gains momentum. Crispus Edinitwe, UBC News.